I don't care. Oh, no, don't try to save me, let me go. Oh, no, 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 don't try to save me, I don't want to know. Catch my bus. Catch my bus. They've got their feet up on the chairs. Fares please, resting on their laurels, unashamedly going round the twist. Was never quite like this. Oh, no, don't try to save me, let me go, let me go. Well, it might not be a crime to you. Don't try to save me, I don't want to know. Catch my bus. Catch my bus. I just want to catch my bus. Let me on. Must be working overtime. They have to break the back of it before they can go home. Oh, now you've maybe stubbed my toe. Don't try to save me, I don't want to know. Catch my bus. 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 Catch my bus.
Darling, you've got to let me know. Well, should I stay or should I go? Well, if I say that you are mine, I'll love you till at least 9:30. So come on, let me know. Well, should I stay or should I go? It's always tease, tease, tease. Darling, you've got me on my knees. One day it's fine and then it's black. So if you want me off your back, so come on, let me know. Well, should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go now? Should I stay or should I go now? If I go there will be trouble. If I stay it will be double. So come on, let me know. This indecision's bugging me. Exactly who I'm supposed to be. I don't know what I got for tea. I don't know which clothes even fit me. So come on, let me know. Well, should I stay or should I go? Should I go now? Should I stay or should I go now? If I go there will be trouble. If I stay it will be double. So come on, let me know. Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go now? If I go there will be trouble.
He was there, and then he wasn't there, a kind of limey guardian angel. Who was that English thespian with the chromium hair and gun? Like a latter-day Henry, he struck aside our enemies and took on Little Italy and Harlem single-handedly and balanced the scales of justice favourably on our side. The Equalizer, Robert McCall, straight of back, stiff of leg, give him a call. If your son is smoking crack, or your daughter's in a child porn ring, ring and he'll get back, and he won't charge you anything. He'll steer his Daimler into certain danger, cool as a breeze, and bellow to a big dark stranger. The gun, please. Shakespearean vigilante, bodyguard bard of Alphabet City, the minister of sinister, Devil's Kitchen's understudy. Larry Lovey, Edward Woodward Jacoby, and Sir John Gielgud digs deep into his Peter O'Toole box just like any half-good actor should. How would Sir John Gielgud tackle that oozy-toting hood? A lash of the tongue would be enough to suffice, delivered with a stony gaze through 2 blocks of ice. What are you, men or mice? I'll crush you like a cockroach because you're not very nice. How did Callan end up fighting crime in New York City? The sexiest man stateside? Christ is pure Walter Mitty. The Equalizer, Robert McCall, straight of back, stiff of leg, give him a call. If your son is smoking crack, or your daughter's in a child porn ring, ring and he'll get back, and he won't charge you anything.
Coming out of school when the drug dealer came. Give me some of that heroin, some of that cocaine. Heroin, heroin and cocaine. Heroin, heroin and cocaine. Heroin, heroin and cocaine. Heroin, heroin and cocaine. Jimmy's teacher was very annoyed. He gave Jimmy the cane. He shared his syringe with a class full of boys. The same. Heroin, heroin and cocaine. Heroin, heroin and cocaine. Heroin, heroin and cocaine. Heroin, heroin and cocaine. Jimmy's turn to die. But please don't you cry. Jim is in heaven with his drugs, and the angels all try. Heroin, heroin and cocaine. 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 Heroin, heroin and cocaine.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from Croydon, it's Bob Van Krap. Bob Van Krap, sincerity on tap. You know the wind may be blowing, sowing the seeds of despair, but life is fair if you read the map of life that is on your lap. Hey, don't cause a rumpus, the compass is all you lack. Jack, I don't forget the jumbo jet I bought you for your birthday. You crashed it on the first day that you flew it. You blew it.
A jumbo jet flies overhead. 20 seconds later, 200 dead. The people on air traffic control were tuning in to the rock and roll.
That's right. Folk get so very shy when I step up and say hi. They run a mile, my smile is too much to bear. People say dooby-da-ba-doodly-da, that's okay. Everybody knows it's crap. They say, hey, here comes crap. They know it's crap. They say it's crap. Bob Van Krap.
Yeah. You're nursing a broken buzz.
You know the scene, death in the family, sister or a real close cousin. Well, don't expect no comfort from me, 'cause I just started buzzing. Please, please, go get some other poor little sucker to mourn to. Who needs metaphors for hell when I got you dudes ringing on my bell? Love your buzz, don't leave your buzz. Take your buzz before another dude does. If another dude just takes half your buzz, you're nursing a broken buzz. Love your buzz, don't leave your buzz. Take your buzz before another dude does. If another dude just takes half your buzz, you're nursing a broken buzz.
Hey, Phil, man, how's about I go get an engine and you get mellow on the beach?
Yeah, babe, sounds nice. You gotta drive and I'll just stretch out in the back there, 'cause, you know, I...
Yeah, I got you, Phil. You don't want nothing to come between you and your buzz.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, I understand, man.
I can dig this, man. This is nice. Pass that thing over here, babe. You got it.
Some dude's drowning. Shit, man, he ain't moving no more. Someone do something.
Hey, I'm getting bad vibes. What's all the commotion, babe? Shit, man. Pick me up and get me out of here. I can feel my buzz slipping away, man. And you know, if I lose my buzz, I ain't never gonna forget that chubby stiff. taste, blood out of my face. Oh yeah, have a nice day. You can achieve your buzz in many ways. Anyhow, that's what the fat man says. Crock a mellow shit or a little French kissin'. If you're an older dude, maybe a spot of fishin'. A buzz is a buzz, whatever your age. Does anybody here just remember dozing? Yeah, just dozing, man. Love your buzz, don't leave your buzz. Take your buzz before another dude does. If another dude just takes half your buzz, you're nursing a broken buzz. Love your buzz, don't leave your buzz. Take your buzz before another dude does. If another dude just takes half your buzz, you're nursing a broken buzz. Love your buzz, don't leave your buzz. Take your buzz before another dude does. If another dude just takes half your buzz, you're nursing a broken buzz. Love your buzz, don't leave your buzz. Take your buzz before another dude does. If another dude just takes half your buzz, you're nursing a broken buzz. You got some liberty, trying to invade my privacy. I ain't drowning my buzz for no asshole.
Everybody's good at cooking something, and I'm good at cooking crumble. In fact, I've got one in the oven. Would you like some? Not too tangy, not too sweet. It'll make your saliva glands weep. Not too juicy, not too dry. Go on, give it a try. Oh, everybody's good at cooking something, and I'm good at cooking crumble. In fact, I've got one in the oven. Would you like some? A bit of custard, a bit of cream, to remind you of your best dream. Anything you want with it, anything you like. But if you don't tell me soon, I'll be off on my bike. Oh, everybody's good at cooking something, and I'm good at cooking crumble. In fact, I've got one in the oven. Would you like some? What's that? What are you saying? What's that? I can't quite hear. What's that? Please don't mumble. Just take a bit of my crumble. Woo! Everybody's good at cooking something, and I'm good at cooking crumble. Everybody's good at cooking something, and I'm good at cooking crumble. Everybody's good at cooking something, and I'm good at cooking crumble. Whoa, I'm good at cooking crumble. I'm good at cooking crumble. I'm good at cooking crumble.
Stayed out late, got in a state, and I met you in a club. Though we got on great in a noisy place, you bought the trunks off me afterwards. So thanks for showing me the photographs of your holiday in Greece. But now it's getting very late, and it's time for me to leave. It's not that you're not pretty, you really do look fine. But I know that I'd have to up and leave as soon as I drain my spine. So thanks for the cup of coffee, you really have been kind. And I'm sorry about the shag, but I've changed my mind. sorry if I led you on, but I really should call a cab. I don't respect you now, so in the morning I just feel bad. I thought while I was out me tree that we could get quite cosy, but now I'm starting to come round and things don't look so rosy. It's not that you're not pretty, you really do look fine, but I know that I'd have to up and leave as soon as I drain my spine. So thanks for the cup of coffee, you really have been kind. And I'm sorry about the shag, but I've changed my mind. Yeah, I'm sorry about the shag, but I've changed my mind. And I'm sorry about the shag, but I've changed my mind.
Who wants it? A says, we're here, we're there, we're every fucking where. We are A, we are A. B says, you what? You what? You what? You what? You what? A says, you're shit. B says, come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. A says, you're going home in a fucking ambulance. B says, you will die, 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 you will die. The judge says, I sentence you to 15 months for public order offences. You're not singing anymore.
Shooting up smack, my needle marks look like rashes. Cocaine up in my nose and eyelashes. Tattooed leather-clad boys in leopard G-strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Hot masturbation sessions with cucumbers and cornettos, black latex catsuits and thigh-high stilettos, nipple clamps, vibrators and clitoris rings. These are a few of my favorite things. Being tied up and gagged and whipped till I'm hurtin', making really stupid play suits out of really stupid curtains, drug craze, sex orgies and meaningless flings. These are a few of my favorite things. When the whip cracks, gosh, that cat o' nine tails stings. When I'm feeling bad, I sit and remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so sad.
It's like a jungle sometimes, makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, makes me wonder how I keep from going under. Outside it's crowded with people in a hurry, they bump into each other without trying to say they're sorry. I struggle through the crowds to try to get a bus, but cannot mount the step because it drives away too fast. At the underground I find out that the escalator's folded, so I hobble to a tunnel where the platform's always crowded. So don't push me, 'cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. That music's never been right. It'd be better if I stood up. One. I try to sit down, but there aren't any places, so I stare into silence at all the empty faces. So, a man jumps up and vents, his eyes bloodshot and wild, and a tired pregnant mother puts her arms around her child. In the distance is a busker, trying to sing the Beatles. Out of tune he strums his way through all the lonely people. On the streets the cars are screeching, the headlights try to blind me. I can hear the sound of breathing, there's someone close behind me. I struggle to my flat, fumbling at the door. A dog barks by the bus stop and my keys fall on the floor. It's all getting too much. My mind is going hazy. I can't take any more. I think I'm going crazy. So don't push me, 'cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes. Makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
Somewhere on a faraway shore, a solitary chap was gazing into the distance, when suddenly, she emerged from the ocean, clad in a scanty bikini. I was entranced by this vision before me, overwhelmed by her beauty. Then she drifted away. I tried in vain to warn her of the World War II minefield left abandoned before her. As if by a miracle, she passed over safely and continued her journey toward the freeway that crossed over the bay. Bar on the horizon, chrome glistened as the Harley-Davidson convention annual meeting sped alongside the ocean. She walked onwards without looking as I froze in my tracks, scarcely believing her good fortune. They all narrowly missed her as the midday sun relentlessly bore down upon her. She succumbed to humidity into the path of a runaway juggernaut. Leaping into action as the truck roared ever closer, I snatched her from the jaws of sudden death. The last thing I remember as I plunged into oblivion was a graceful dive back to the ocean.
I love animals. I am an animal. A real wolf. A veritable tiger, with eyes as bright as headlights in the night. One jungle night, amongst a gilly-motley bunch of puffin birds, a flock of tits, I snatched a sight of this labradorable, red-breasted, robinical, shrewish-looking minge warbler with Alsatianal eyes and offered her a guinea pig, which she took in her slow loris before leading me towards her nest, her chihuahua wonderful bat hanging pipistrelliciously behind her. Grizzly bear in the bed of her albatrociously kitschy lair, we got a base in a fishy soup of oily eely Dalmatian at monkey time at the zoo. Give us a peanutty rumpy pump what got my pufferfish all puffy and a suckling pigletish snout, love snotty with dribble little baby kittens all playful with the wool around a sheep tip in which we swallow dived like hippos, happy crocodile, 0898222, too much sex 42. So I put more guinea pigs in her pouch for a kangarooed addition to the poodle parlour. One big bag of winner lottery jackpot bellied pig darling if you wilderness monster rising from the duvet's waves, its pelican jaws engorged with shiny sprats that spilled onto the floor as a menagerie of more and more entered our bestial bordello up the arched drawbridge door. Even an rat joined the moving mountain of love and hippopotamoses. So I took another tablet and watched the doves circle slowly up above the olive branch at closing time last Tuesday night after the match, which we lost. And Pete woke me up and chucked me out to walk all the way home and all alone to an empty bed and a hungry dog. So I stopped on the zebra crossing, watching the headlights. Tiger, tiger, burning bright, coming towards me in the night.
vanished out of his mind. We come in all shapes and sizes, some of us need a good clean up, got the skin of an alternative is as thin as a green bean. Well, meat and all the other vegetables, perishable goods all going bad. Me and all the other vegetables growing old, going mouldy and mad. Wow, kick us, we won't feel a thing, prick us, we won't bleed. Me and all the other vegetables will slowly go to seeds. And we are not religious, we just leave it all to fates. And all that we can really do is vegetate. Oh, but nothing lasts forever, soon you won't see us around. Every rotten one of us back buried in the ground. Well, me and all the other vegetables, perishable goods are going bad. Me and all the other vegetables growing old, going mouldy and mad. Growing old, going mouldy and mad. Growing old, going mouldy and mad.
Mr. Goody Two Shoes, you know you're gonna lose. Life just ignores you. You can't ignore the booze. Mrs. Goody Two Shoes, you know you're gonna lose. Husband just abused you. You lie about the bruise.
Do me a favour, have a word with my neighbour. Turn the noise down. Stop that misbehaviour, you naughty little neighbour. Stop that misbehaviour, you cheesy little quaver. Stop that misbehaviour, stop that misbehaviour. Stop that misbehaviour, you dirty little neighbour.
Goody Two Shoes, ha ha. You know you're gonna lose.
Chip Chop Chat Show host who fails to amuse.
Ordinary Two Shoes, you know you're gonna lose.
You're both chinless wonders who haven't got a clue. Do me a favour, have a word with my neighbour. Turn the noise down. Stop that misbehaviour, you naughty little neighbour. Stop that misbehaviour, you cheesy little quaver. Stop that misbehaviour, stop that misbehaviour. Stop that misbehaviour, you dirty little neighbour.
Oh my Goody Two Shoes, you know you're gonna lose. Same old family saga,
Vindaloo and lager.
you know you're gonna lose. Make yourself at home.
Stand about in queues. Do me a favour, have a word with my neighbour. Turn the noise down.
Oh, to live in a land with 3-hour lunches and 12 kinds of coffee, why can't I be an Italian? Oh, to live in a land where the muggers wear Armani, where posing is not a pretension but a legal requirement, why can't I be an Italian? Oh, to live in a land where you can go to football and go to opera without a painful crisis of class identity, why can't I be an Italian? Oh, to live in a land where you can freely say ciao without sounding a prat, where house prices are less important than clothes prices, why can't I be an Italian? Oh, to live in a land where you could say to Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, fuck off, you're not really an Italian. Oh, to live in a land where every word ends in I or E, making the art of poetry easy, well, relatively, why can't I be an Italian? Oh, to live in a land where everything's disorganised except the crime, where the women wear furs, where the men can't iron, and where Gaza lived. So why oh why on earth would anyone want to be an Italian?
I got my ticket, I'm gonna give it to the collector. I got my ticket, I'm gonna give it to the collector. Now it's not cricket without a ticket. There's a £10 fine at the end of the line. Sticky wicket without a ticket. You'll have your pocket picked at the end of the crime. Sometimes when I'm moving up the stair, I reach for my ticket, but my ticket ain't there. I don't panic, I don't break a sweat. I always find it in my pocket when I do a double check. I've got my ticket, I'm gonna give it to the collector. I've got my ticket, I'm gonna give it to the collector. Russell Square without a fare is like a nightmare trip, and I get scared. I want a good trip, don't want a bad trip. I don't want a guilt trip hanging round my neck. Inspector, would you like to see my ticket? I won't blow it. Inspector, would you like to see my ticket? 'Cause I can show it.
Pay them, man.
I got my ticket, I'm gonna give it to the collector. I got my ticket, I'm gonna give it to the collector. I got my ticket, I'm gonna give it to the collector. I got my ticket, I'm gonna give it to the collector. I got my ticket, I'm gonna give it to the collector. I got my ticket, I'm gonna give it to the collector. I got my ticket.
No, Norman. Most Norwegian people I've met have been perfectly normal people. Perfectly. Look, I haven't got time to argue with you now. Please leave the room. I've got a song to sing. Right. When I was a young boy, my mummy said to me, there are 3 things in this life that people want to be. The candle maker makes a stick to light our way to bed. The baker and his oven prepare our daily bread. The butcher and his cleaver make sure our dinner's dead. A thankless task, I'm sure you will agree. Pity the butcher, he cleaves his way through life. Pity the butcher by the blood upon his knife. Next time you're driving in your car, driving past the abattoir, and taste you want for the life you lead today. It's the taste you want for the life you lead today. Pity the butcher. Pity the butcher. I just want to tell everybody to pity the butcher.
Mummy, is there really a planet Hitler?
Shut your mouth, kid.
Pancreas, you're my favorite organ. Pancreas, you do all the dirty work. Pancreas, I need an operation. Pancreas, don't think that I'm a jerk, 'cause I'd never do anything to hurt you, but I've got this terrible pain in my gut, and when the doctor sticks his big knife in pancreas, it's gonna hurt a lot. So pancreas, when they put me under pancreas. Please don't start to cuss, pancreas. We never got time to thank you. So pancreas, here's thanks from all of us. Thanks, pancreas, we love you.
Excuse me, but you've got 9 items in your basket.
Yeah.
Well, this is for 8 items or less in this queue.
Look, what about him? He's got about 12 or 13 in there.
That don't involve me. I've only got 12 items in there, but they're little items.
It says 8 items or less. Yeah, well, it's only 9. I've only got 9. So I think they should 9. It's only 9.
Feeling funky fresh and somewhat hip, I was on a mundane shopping trip. On passing the frozen food section, I sensed a general uncoolity in the opposite direction. There were 4 people, maybe 25. They were getting into a bad groove. They were in the most unhip state, and this argument was clearly past its expiry date. Resolving to dissolve the situation, I stepped back and blew a cool vibration. Now you got to remember, there's one golden rule. When your patience is shot and the temperature's hot, it's not. It's cool. Yeah, it's cool.
Hey, buddy, what are you waiting for? Christmas? Get that car out of my face.
Behind the wheel of my stew machine, I was stuck in a very messy traffic scene. Temperatures were hot, tempers were breaking, and my poor pet dog Afro was shaking. Somebody's engine started leaking. Before you knew it, the whole city was freaking. I climbed on the rooftop of my classic 62, and I gave him some philosophy from Dr. Stu. This is what I always say. Now you got to remember, there's one golden rule. When your patience is shot and the temperature's hot, it's not. It's cool. Lay down. Relax, chill. Yo, chill, man. Take it, clean heads. I said, Leroy, you got to remember, there's one golden rule. When the patience is shot and the temperature's hot, it's not. Hey, it's cool. Oh, yeah. Now that was cool. Wasn't that cool?
Stride la vampa, la folla indomita. Corre a quel fuoco, litar insieme pianza. Oli di gioia, intorno echeggiano, cito di schieri, donna s'avanza. Sinistro splende sui volti orribili la tetra fiamma che quel salsa, che salsa chill. Che salsa chill. Translation, for those of you who don't know what I'm caterwauling about. Oh, fucking shit, I can't believe it. I chucked my baby in the fire. I'm an old gypsy hag sitting at the campfire and tried to play a trick on my friend, but being the stupid old bitch I am, instead of throwing her baby in the fire, I threw my own in. And this is where a pint of beer comes in real handy. Sinistro splende sui volti orribili la te troviamo che salsa chill, che salsa chill.
Plastic dollar in his slacks. Deep inside he knows he is a cowboy. The locals know it's harmless, so he never catches black. And his 6 gun is just a kiddie's toy. Knows this land like the back of his hand, albeit a small town in the Rhonda. Black-fin riding chaps flapping frantic in the wind. And Trigger, this is awful, is a Honda. Josie, go. The wild wind is whistling your name. The women folk are screaming, it's on your shoulders, pilgrim. It could be little bacon all over again. Whatever brought on this wild western imbalance? How do you think he got so far removed? Spaghetti Welshman, who's convinced he's Jack Palance, and when a lady's present, never lewd. But when his head hits the pillow, he's back in the Alamo. He's Billy the Kid. I know, he lost the plot, and then the backs got jumbled. A long, long time ago. But I don't believe that to be the case. He's a loner, a lone ranger in his eyes, and a gallop on his arms that cause a loss of face. He's a man with a plan, it involves the local council. That's all I could reveal at that stage. Haven't 5 fingers of Tizer, I loosened his tongue, and he
Well, I woke up one really ordinary day, feeling odd in a funny kind of way. Sort of beside myself. If you're out there, baby, you know what I mean. Sort of spooky, baby, a real gone weird scene. Saw something I'd never noticed before. Got all the neighborhood tomcats hanging on my door, and I felt kind of funny inside, so just check it out, my weird vibe. Like inside out inside, like outside in kind of vibe. It was then I looked down and saw, not my hand, but a goddamn paw, and my gym jams were really tight. I'd gained at least 100 pounds in one night. And you know the size of it? I had to use the cat tray just to take a shit. And you know what really had occurred? Though to many it may sound completely absurd. I went to sleep at night, in the dark, then woke in the morning as an aardvark. Shock, horror, but I tell no lie. No siree, I kid you not. But you should see the hooter I've now got. Overnight an aardvark I became. Overnight an aardvark, but tame. Overnight an aardvark who was house trained. Overnight an aardvark, but who was to blame? God only knows an aardvark I became. Shit, goddamn, and I don't even know an aardvark dame. I guess the corner shops, they don't sell ants. And Jesus Christ, how do I put on my pants? More importantly, where'd I find my dick? Shit, I've got it now, I feel really sick. What the fuck am I gonna do with that? Can't reach it with my paw, I'll have to rub it on the mat. But my schnozzula could spell parcels of fun. I suppose it's not too bad when all's said and done. And you know cockroaches are quite tasty too. I shucked them up sharpish as aardvarks do. I saw them do it on Wildlife on One, but that vark didn't live in a flat in West One. I'm wondering what I should order in the pub. A large G&T and some ant-flavoured pub grub? How will the locals handle this? Well, when they saw Kevin's new bird, they didn't take the piss. So I rang up Esther Ranson, she thought I was having a laugh. But Esther, I begged, baby, just how do I take a bath? She said, Mr. Sullivan, I've never heard of one like you. One like what? I said, and then fuck you. I mean, she's got hamsters that could be a primate. And my nose ain't that big, but my fingernails are great. Great for a scratch or evicting a tick. They're supposed to taste good, but the blood makes me feel sick. But more seriously, folks, and more sensible than
Bonus track.
There's nobody in to answer your call, please don't worry, that's not all. Leave your name and number after the tone, and someone will call when we get home. La 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 la.
Clive, it's Neil Pengelly. I'm just giving you a call. I'm doing Friday nights at Will and Gate now, and a club night called Riot, and I want to get roller skate skinny, but I've not got a number for Jimmy. So could you give us a call on the 07?
Bonus track.